Hi guys, my name is Oluwaferanmi.
And hi, I'm Moroundupe.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thank you to everyone for making us reach 1,000 views. We're really grateful for your like, share, comment, everything. We see your support and your love. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you very much.
So dedicating this episode to you guys, and it is like a special episode because we've got a special guest joining us in person of
Daniel Jisiloba. Drum roll.
Okay, so thanks so much guys for having me here. It's an honor to be in between the two upcoming YouTubers. So yeah, it's amazing. So I'm probably going to start today's story. This is quite special to me because I've had lots of controversial thoughts around this, and I think this will help so many people or families looking at buying or getting into the property ladder here in the United Kingdom. So listen guys, so there's a story here talking about struggling with the decision to buy a house. So this person is saying, I'm struggling with whether now is the right time to buy a house with my husband. We've been planning this for a while now, but recent events have left me second guessing. So one of the major reasons why she's having doubts of buying this house is trust issues. So apparently it looks like the husband, recently cheated, and while, they were talking to work things through, their relationship still felt shaky, and she worries that making such a big commitment while they're not fully in may actually lead to regret.
Definitely.
This is one of the major reasons. And for me, I think the moment there's a trust issue, is there actually still marriage? I don't know.
If they actually walk through it, trust issue is not that actually they've caught themselves doing.
But the conversation is that my husband recently cheated.
Right.
That's like an affirmation.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. I don't think it's feasible for them to go back to this. I'm not 100% sure about it.
But we ladies, we easily forgive.
I understand where you're coming from. That's why I was like, but like she rightly said, it's still shaking.
Honestly, looking to the story, I think depend on individual. Certain people, cheating is a no-brainer for them.
Yeah.
When there's cheating in the relationship, it's over. But looking at the story, it looks like she said while we're trying to walk through it, it means that she's probably still open to forgiving the guy.
Definitely.
And I don't know, in my own personal opinion, I think if cheating has gotten into the picture, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel if someone should cheat once, there's 100% chances.
Right, come on. There's that probability of going back.
So, but in terms of like property, and we're talking about cheating here, meaning if the guys probably become a serial cheater, there's possibility that they're going to separate. Now, do you think the woman should be the one scared of going into such financial commitment or buying a house, or the husband? Because of the way the UK policy is.
So that's what she's asking now. That what do we think about the whole situation?
Another thing is we don't know the full story. Like kids, how long are they married for?
So that takes us to the second reason why she's uncertain. So if you go back to the story, it says that there's also life uncertainty. At the moment, they don't have kids, and she says, I'm unsure if this is the best time to take on such a long-term financial responsibility. It feels overwhelming, especially when we don't have a clear picture of the future. I don't want to rush into a decision I might regret, but I also don't want to miss out on a good opportunity.
Please just walk out. Like God has made it. It's easy to say go.
Yeah.
But I feel like the way it's been presented, the opportunity is there for you to just walk out. There's no kids involved yet, and you don't want to have this kind of investment with a serial cheater. You feel cheated in all area, in all aspects, because as a serial cheater, as a man, he's going to put in his finances onto someone else.
Yeah.
Chances are that you might be the one carrying like 70% of the responsibility already.
Makes sense.
So you are not even financial, like all those things.
But my concern is that it's not easy. Like it's easier said than done.
It's better for you to be in pain now than for you to be in pain in future, because that pain in future will be worse. It will be like 100 times more than the pain you are going to feel now.
But for me, I think I could be wrong, but I think the woman shouldn't be the one worried. The man should, because from the conversation it looks like the man is also even ready to go into the financial commitment.
Because it's not thinking. It's a cheater. It doesn't think. I think he's not thinking of long term.
What if they decide to go ahead and get the house? Because it's actually it's an investment. It's not a liability anyways. So maybe probably over the years, what do you
Don't
think?
forget they will have
What is-
children.
But you know what? When children get involved, the man is going to be at the losing end. So the woman shouldn't be worried. In a way.
See, let's forget about children or no children. I think this is an opportunity for the lady to just
To walk
move,
away from the
because
relationship.
once children enters the picture, it becomes messier.
True.
For you to walk out. And let me tell you, a cheating man doesn't just change his skin overnight. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's one thing that will cause him, and that thing might be near-death experience with sickness, and probably it's the wife that will not be with him. That's when he's going to think, it's not good for me to cheat. But before that time, the lady will be the one that, no, I beg, let her just leave. Kids are not involved.
So, but while we're actually being emotional about the decision, I think we should also look at the logical part of things. Now, if they decide to go ahead and buy the property, I'm sure everyone on this call will all bought a property here in the UK, and there's always a legal document that shows the percentage of what you have on the property. So we're looking at the decision whereby she's not willing to walk away.
Yeah, let's
assume that let's be open-minded.
Because there are some families, maybe by the time their parents are involved, they might actually be like, just forgive you, just forgive him. It was a mistake. It's possible.
So because
the
the advice she's asking for is not should she leave her relationship or not. That's not the advice.
Exactly.
So what she's asking now is that should she go into the financial commitment? So it looks like she's not planning to leave.
I don't think it's wise for you to do this. Like, if she moves out of the relation, okay, they now separate and they have this investment minding them. It's not immediately it goes through.
Takes a long time.
It might take 6 months, a year. What if the man is not ready to?
No, there is no way. The man needs to be ready now.
Are you going to start him down? What if the man will be like, be using that one as a leverage? Like, let's use to work on our relationship. Be using that one to go back to the girl. Like, it's best for you to cut ties. In my opinion, no kids are tying you guys together. Don't let property tie you guys together, because once property ties you guys together, you might want to continue with the relationship.
Abusive relationship because of what you are.
Toxic already.
Yeah,
I beg.
I beg. But anyway, as I said earlier, this person is not asking for an advice to leave the relationship or not.
Don't buy out with them. Yes.
So we're going to give her a logical, implication of her decision.
Yeah.
If she decides to stay in the marriage and also, go ahead with the, financial commitment to buying the property with the husband, the cheating husband, by the way. So the implication is just that they get tied to the property, and if they decide to divorce in the nearest future, the value of the property obviously would increase over time. That's if they're not divorcing 6 months after buying the property anyways. So the value of the property increases, and through the whole legal process of getting the property, they would have signed a document to say that, okay, I own 60% of this property, you own 40,
40%.
you own 50, I own 50. They would have made that decision. So if they decide to sell the property in the future, she would definitely get back whatever she has invested in the property.
100%.
So if she's not planning to leave the marriage, we should not advise her to leave her marriage. I beg. That's not the advice. The advice is, should I buy a house with my cheating husband? What do you guys think?
I feel like let them make this their relationship, solidify the marriage. Let it be like 100%. Don't go into this kind of decision.
But hold on. Even in marriage in itself, the whole idea of the institution called marriage is that when we're married, everything you've got is mine. Everything I've got is yours.
Well, that kind of situation. It looks like no. I feel like I just feel so sorry for the lady for her to be thinking like this. Like she feels she wants to move on with her life. Like she wants to think of the next step, but this is drawing her back. And for her to come to
platform to come
and ask for opinion, she must have been like struggling, and I think that thing is telling her not to go for it.
Hey, but I also think that she's thinking about sorting things out with the husband.
Yeah,
that's why she's thinking.
Let that solidify it.
There's no reason.
Don't use buying house to solidify your marriage.
True. Because
it can be
messy.
Investment.
Yeah.
Let's sort out your marriage. Make sure it's 100%. Then you move forward. You cannot just like someone having problem with their marriage and say, once you have children,
everything is sorted.
It doesn't work that way, because once you have children, it doesn't. In fact, it just you guys back.
Yeah, it creates like a massive gap in between you guys.
Exactly.
And
So
it makes it worse. Yeah. Anyway, so my own advice as a man here in this conversation is that if you're looking at buying a property and you're not certain of your partner, just go get a buy-to-let property. Buy your own property in your name alone, and that's if you can afford it anyway. Just buy the property. So if you're looking at still getting into the property like that, but you don't want to do that with your partner, you can always buy to let and still get on the property ladder without having or being tied to your cheating husband, along the way.
And
So
emphasis on the cheating
there's a
husband.
comment here. It says on top of that, like if you're unsure about your plans, like in the marriage, why lock yourself into something so permanent? Like you can always rent for some times, probably 2 years or more, to sort out your marriage issue while you work on your relationship and life goals
Exactly.
to get more clarity. So
Exactly.
no need to rush.
No need. Just so make sure your marriage is like on a solid rock, firm foundation. Then you crack on. Well, if it's shaky, the foundation self is shaky. The house self might
I collapse. I think that's a valid point. Also, I mean, if it's just going to kind of delay, achieving that dream of getting on the property line.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a good idea. But for me, I just think doing cheating is already in the picture. I mean,
why is trying to marry, but she's married. I've got a friend, she was like, she kicks against, she might have told you, don't marry this guy, but now eventually marry the guy, she's going to find reasons for you to stay in that marriage, even if it's toxic. But because you opened your two eyes, married
You
this
knew about
person,
the whole thing before you married us.
and now you're not saying you want to go out. No, we'll pray together. You stay in your marriage. You stay in your marriage.
honestly,
it's just,
So guys, just drop your comments.
what do you think? If you're in a marriage with a cheating husband, would you buy a house with him?
I'll say cheating wife. It's not only
Okay, so
man.
let's start
A
to be
cheating partner.
yeah. So we've got a cheating partner. Would you be willing to go ahead and
And
buy
also,
the
I want to
property?
add to this. What? Maybe another thing you might be thinking is that when you want to buy property, sometimes you might need two people's contribution to be able to meet up with. Probably that's
Deposit.
another fair. Yeah, the deposit. Maybe our own job is not enough to get a mortgage. She might also be thinking of, maybe that's one thing.
Which
stopping
makes
her
sense.
from-
Which makes sense.
Yeah,
Which
so-
makes sense. Don't go into it just yet. Just give it some time. Which makes sense. She can use that period to save more money.
Save more money. Build
If
her
in
credit
case
score
she wants
and
to buy
everything.
the house with her own fund, everything on her own name. But
So you need to work extra, do more work to
Well,
save,
more
have
shifts.
more savings.
Thank you so much, guys. So we're expecting your thoughts about this in the comment section.
So moving on to the next story.
Casual UK. He says, I'm struggling to get a job as a student in the UK, feeling stuck. I honestly didn't think finding a part-time job in the UK as a student would be this difficult. I moved here a few months ago from for university, and I've been applying to every retail, hospitality and admin job I can find. Nothing. Either I get ghosted or I get a sorry, we went with someone else. I have experience from back home, but it feels like employers here don't care. I even walked into shops with my CV only to be told apply online. The worst part, my savings are draining fast. Rent, food, and transport are brutal in this economy, and I really need a job to survive. I feel like I am stuck in a loop. No UK experience, no job, no experience. Has anyone else been through this? How do you actually land a part-time job here? Because I'm about one rejection away from losing it. Honestly.
Welcome to the experience.
I feel so sorry for this person. Thinking about this reminds me of my struggle then. Hey guys, go easy. Literally, I think everyone has got, especially every international student and they're sponsoring themselves, has got a story to tell.
True.
Obviously.
Everyone.
We were once in this situation, so
Days that I would cry. In my friend group then, I was the only one without a job. So I'll call this what's that shift? I felt like, whoa, I'm not ready to work. This one, just leave her alone. She doesn't, and it wasn't like that because there was no shift. There was no. Oh my god, I did struggle and I cried a lot. So, guy.
So, what was your experience like?
Honestly, for me, I think most people tends to have extremely high expectation when it comes to like moving to the UK.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, when you get to the UK, bye you go to see money everywhere. To be honest, I also had that thought because one of the friends I knew that was in the UK before me told me, one of the things he used to like encourage me to come to the UK was like, see the payslip I got this week. I just made £400 in the week. I'm like, what? So in my head, I'm like, when I get to the UK, my first 1 week, I'm making £500. But to be honest, that's really not the reality.
Yes.
I mean, I think I was here for like up to 2 months without working. I wasn't making one single pound. in for the first 2
I'm
months.
grateful to God for the University of Sunderland for the free accommodation.
Yeah,
And
they did
honestly,
help.
that
Special shout out to University of Sunderland.
honestly, you guys are real MVPs. Thank you very much. Like imagine a full year not paying rent.
No parents. I think that was one of the things that really helped me also.
Hey.
And it didn't really get to me a whole lot because I wasn't really paying for anything. I mean, the only thing I was worried about was feeding. And imagine just going to Aldi, you buy chicken or £1.
Exactly. You buy rice.
You buy rice. I mean, at the end of the whole day,
£10.
£10
2
for your
weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah,
and
okay.
everything. Yeah.
So that was the least one. And this is just the reality. If you're coming to the UK, especially as a student, just have it in mind that for the first 2 to 3 months, you might not work.
Yeah.
So you need to have enough plan. So when you're planning your financing before leaving your country, make sure you try to put that into consideration.
So this person is asking, how do you actually land a part-time job here?
Well, I ventured into care.
I mean, everybody did.
I never for once looked for a retail job, admin, never for once. Because what I was told then was, care, go to care. I did, just care.
Anything that has to do with care,
Any
whether
care.
support work,
Support, domiciliary
hospital
care.
shift.
Just, that was, and I think this person should just try and venture into care.
Yeah, the first thing I want to say is that the person needs to speak to people around. You
I
need
know
to
the kind of job in the area you are.
Because the university you are, try to mix with
Students.
people. Maybe
International
if you are from
students.
Nigeria, you can mix with other international students. Ask them what they are doing because that's the best way to get information.
But some
First-hand
people
information.
are very stingy with information.
Because if I tell you I'm working, you come and steal my job now. The work that I'm seeing, like maybe the leadership I'm enjoying. If I tell you about the job, you come and steal the job too. So
and
just do your
people
thing.
have had horrible stories of people, like the people I invited. They will now,
Yeah.
either they audit or they'll tell my employer
Yeah.
bad things about me. Oh, this person is
Wow.
sleeping on the shift. This one is doing this.
Oh,
Different experiences. To be
that's
honest.
crazy.
So I was like, you that don't know from Adam. Now, no, stay your day my day. So I understand, but yet still ask
Yeah,
people around.
I think that's really the best way. Have conversation about people in the same city you're living in because you can't be in one city and care job is like the main thing. You can be in a different city that probably security job is the main thing.
The main
So
thing.
you need to
Yes.
have conversation with people
Yes.
around you to know
You
the
need
kind
to
of job
know.
that they do. Then you can also try and search for jobs in that regard.
Yeah,
also.
so is there any place the person can actually check for job? Maybe
Yeah, there's
like
so many job websites. Yeah, like
job website.
Indeed, Total Jobs,
Career.
JobServe, Career Jobs. Even NHS website, there are loads of different
part-time job.
job websites you can do. As a student,
Yeah,
it
so-
can really be difficult, but it
This
is what it
person
is.
now says because I am about one rejection away from losing it. Like
Okay, you can't lose it because from the conversation he said he has only been in the UK for a few months, but I think a few months is
in
relative.
the UK.
We need to
With
understand
no
what that.
money.
No, we need to understand what that few months means.
imagine there's no money.
We need to know if the few months is just 2 months or 1 month.
No,
So-
Even
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
No job in sight. No.
And I'm
So
sure
that
this
you are
person is
paying
paying for
rent.
rent. Exactly.
They say sit there that it's paying for rent, food, and transport.
You can
And
imagine.
hotel. And we don't even know where he's staying. Well, if it's to be somewhere like London,
More.
if it's to be somewhere like London that got a job.
No,
yes,
London, you don't
yes,
gotten a
yes.
job. I'm sure it's probably in one city that is not
Maybe
really
not
big and all of that.
yeah.
So, but yeah,
So-
that's the way to go around it. Just ask questions.
So is there anything this person needs to do? There's a comment here. This person says, I feel you. The UK job market for students is rough, especially if you don't have local experience. UK, they cherish
Local,
experience a
yeah.
lot. A few things that might help. The person saying you should try the university job boards. Anybody knows about that?
Yeah. So, like that student union kind of thing.
I think the funny thing is that when we got to the UK, I think the same month that we arrived, University of Sunderland was actually employing student union,
Yeah, no idea.
and I think they were planning to pay about £15 per hour at that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I had no idea.
And sometimes they sponsor.
Yeah, I think eventually they do. So, but I tried applying, but when I saw the £15, I spoke with someone there, and the guy was like, "Forget this one. Care will pay you more than that." So I didn't bother applying again. So yeah, the university board is one place to actually do try.
Yeah.
So this person says you look at temporary agencies, agencies like Reed, Indeed, Flex. It says Blue Arrow.
Yeah, those are like job websites.
Yeah,
So
so
you
they
see
have
like
casual shifts.
hospitality, warehouse jobs in those platforms also. Then network like crazy. That's what you just said. Speak to people around you and all.
Try modeling.
Yeah, if you actually
good
go,
idea,
it's a good idea.
yes.
If you got like very lovely shape, good physique, modeling is actually another way to actually go about it. So yeah, these are some of the things that you need to do. I mean, just have the expectation, and this is not just for people who are looking at this for people who are looking at coming to the UK, lower your expectation.
Please.
This country is not smiling, no. See, you're not going to just work for like 3 hours and you just make £500. You will work for every single penny that you make. So just lower your expectation and hope that everything works out as you've always wanted.
You said the person should try and tweak the CV, like to work on the CV. That will help. And regarding that CV, when we came to the UK, we were like, you just put in some experiences you had in Nigeria. Probably when you were in NYC during your service, you helped in the health center. You can put those things there. That will really, really help you to secure the job.
A key experience.
Yes.
At all.
So this person is encouraging you to hang in there. The first job is always the hardest to get, but once you have some UK experience,
opportunities.
So it's just simple as that.
So yeah, if you also came to the UK as an immigrant, share your experience in the comment section. How you to get your first job, the challenges you had to go through. Please state those thoughts in the comment section. We'll be watching.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Daniel, for joining us today.
It's an honor. Thank you.
And we hope to see you again.
Yeah. If they can pay my dues, why not?
Don't worry.
But yeah, it's lovely having a conversation with you. And I mean, I'm not more of a gossip, YouTuber, where you guys have made me talk about other people's problem. But yeah, it's really amazing. And guys, please do well to actually hit on the like button. Click on the subscribe button, share this video to as many people as possible, just to help we upcoming YouTubers to grow on this space. We're really going to appreciate you guys. Thank you, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.